On March 25th, 2015, at 4:30 p.m., tons of teenage heartbreak was heard around the world when Zayn Malik left One Direction. After 5 years, 6 tours, 4 albums, and 174 awards, Zayn left. Since his departure, Zayn has signed with RCA Records to start his own solo career and is soon releasing a single and an album. Meanwhile, One Direction has stayed busy. They have released 1 album, Made in the Morning, 3 singles, finished their On the Road Again tour, and are to take an 18-month hiatus after performing on New Year's Rockin' Eve.
April 25, 2015, an earthquake severely damaging Nepal, India, China, and Bangladesh. The earthquake damage is going to be very costly. Studies show that it would be $5 billion or more to even repair what is done to those countries. It was the worst natural disaster to strike Nepal since 1934.
Ranking in at number 8 is the record-breaking movie Straight Outta Compton. The F. Gary Gray directed film, which depicts the rise of the West Group hip-hop group, NWA, for 3 weeks straight, gaining over $134 million. NWA had gained over $60 million gross sales just on opening night. The first ever African-American film to do that. The movie star of NWA was O'Shea Jackson Jr., which was Ice Cube's son.
With gay marriage, Black Lives Matter, and All Lives Matter petitions seeming to have the spotlight of 2015, it seems that this year was the year for civil rights movements. Yet female rights seemed to be an issue when it came to Bill Cosby. The beloved American entertainer has been faced with multiple sexual assault allegations, ranging from rape, sexual assault involving drugs, sexual battery, child sexual abuse, and sexual misconduct. The accusations went viral after a joke relating to it was made by comedian Hannibal Buress. Alleged acts have been taking place from the 1960s to 2008. He has been publicly accused by over 50 women of sexual assault. Breaking news! Our sources have just learned that Cosby has sued 7 of his accusers for defamation of character, with the accusations causing him to lose numerous television deals.
January 18th, the AFC Championship game is held, in which the Patriots defeat the Colts 45-7. But after the second half kickoff, game officials replaced 12 balls that were used in the first half with 12 backup balls that had been approved before game time, which drew questions. When asked about the issue, Bill Belichick replied, "I don't know what's going on here," end quote. Brady said these accusations are ridiculous. The NFL found it more probable than not that the Patriots personnel deliberately deflated balls during the game, and that Brady was probably at least generally aware of the rules violations. Among the evidence were text messages between the equipment assistant and locker room manager that implicated Brady. In investigating Brady, the Wells report said he was hindered by Brady's refusal to provide his own emails. But using Yastrzemski's phone records, Wells found an increase of phone calls and text messages between he and Brady. Brady was soon then punished with a 4-game suspension. Brady quickly followed with an appeal. September 3rd, U.S. District Judge Richard Berman said NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell went too far with affirming punishment of Tom Brady, erasing the quarterback's 4-game suspension.
The Charleston shooting, also known as Charleston Church Massacre, was a tragic shooting that happened at Emmanuel African Methodist Church in Charleston, South Carolina. In the evening of June 17, 2015, during a prayer service, 9 people were killed by a Caucasian gunman identified as Dylan Roof. Emmanuel African Methodist Church is one of the oldest black churches in the United States. The 21-year-old Dylan Roof confessed that he committed the shooting in hopes of igniting a race war. Dylan Roof is no longer with us because he committed suicide shortly after this incident.
In one of the biggest stories of 2015, Caitlyn Marie Jenner, formerly known as Bruce Jenner, came out in a 2020 interview as a trans woman, saying she had dealt with gender dysphoria since youth and that for all intents and purposes, I am a woman. Jenner cross-dressed for many years and took hormone replacement therapy. For her, life as a woman is primarily a matter of mental state and lifestyle. In June 2015, Jenner debuted her new name and image. ESPN's announcement of Caitlyn Jenner as the recipient of the year's Arthur Ashe Courage Award led to significant criticism among online commenters and some members of the media. with Bob Costas calling the decision to give Jenner the award a crass exploitation play. Jenner held a renaming ceremony in July 2015, and in September 2015, her name and gender were legally changed. Jenner's announcement that she is a transgender came at an unprecedented time for trans visibility. Jenner's emerging gender identity was revealed in the Vanity Fair interview, which she was on the cover. The magazine is the first to feature an openly transgender woman, which was captioned, "Call me Caitlyn." She then tweeted, "I am so happy after such a long struggle to be living my true self. Welcome to the world, Caitlyn. Can't wait for you to get to know her, me." In October 2015, Glamour named her one of its top 25 Glamour Women of the Year, calling her a trans champion. Feminist author Germaine Greer called the magazine's decision misogynistic, questioning whether a transgender woman could be better than someone who was born just a woman. In a BuzzFeed interview, Jenner stated that the hardest part about being a woman is figuring out what to wear, which stirred up much controversy around whether she truly understands what it means to be a woman. Many have considered Jenner coming out as a publicity stunt and a slap in the face to women and feminism.
On a more serious note, coming in at number 3, Sandra Bland. She was pulled over for illegally failing to use her turn signal. Things didn't go well, and she ended up being arrested and taken into the Walton County Jail. While Bland's jailhouse death is being questioned, out of respect, I will not give my opinion. Authorities in Texas initially said that the 28-year-old woman appeared to have killed herself, but pictures of that says otherwise. My condolences goes out to the Bland family, and let whatever God you believe in be with you. Now, right back to Bitch Jeanette.
Coming in at number 2, we have the attack on Paris by the Islamic group ISIS. On November 13, 2015, ISIS attacked a soccer stadium, a theater, and a nightclub, killing 130 people and injuring 368, leaving 80 to 90 people in critical condition. That was the deadliest attack since World War II on Paris. Coming in at number 1, we have gay marriage. Friday, June 26, 2015, the United States made history. With a 5-4 vote, the Supreme Court ruled that the Constitution guarantees the right to same-sex marriage, also known as gay marriage. Before the Supreme Court ruled this, it was up to the states. It was only legal for gay marriage in 37 states. Anthony Kennedy, the Supreme Court judge, had the swing vote. He says, and I quote, "They ask for equal dignity in the eyes of the law, and the Constitution guarantees that right." The U.S. opinion has gone from 27 to 60%.